introduce the valedictorian and the senior class vice president, Daniel Friedman.
Good evening. Thank you for coming. Members of the school board, Dr. McGinley, Mr. Hughes, administrators, teachers, and other LM staff, you have given us the foundation to go forth to serve. Parents, siblings, grandparents, extended family and friends, we wouldn't be here without your endless support. Oh, and let's not forget to thank the orchestra members who have played Pomp and Circumstance at least 100 times. I know this might come as a big surprise to those of you who know me well, but I'm slightly obsessed with Apple, the company, not the fruit, and it might be an even bigger surprise that I'm talking about Apple tonight. I think we could learn something from how Apple operates. Maybe there is a reason why Apple now has more cash than the United States government. Back when we were in preschool, Apple launched an ad campaign that would begin the company's rise from the ashes in the tech world. The campaign's tagline, "Think Different." The ads feature icons such as Albert Einstein, Martin Luther King Jr., and Pablo Picasso. People who broke from convention and radically altered our perceptions of physics, social justice, and art. People who thought different. I think it's significant that Apple specifically made the tagline, "Think Different," and not the grammatically correct, "Think Differently." Perhaps Apple doesn't want us to simply make incremental changes in our world, but rather to reimagine it, to spark a paradigm shift, to think way outside the box. Could Apple be telling us that we shouldn't just strive for a better version of the same, but should instead create something completely different? As difficult as this may sound, remarkable people thinking different are all around us. Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, has revolutionized the internet by developing an entirely new place for humans to live and interact. His mission, for better or worse, is to make the world open, to make transparent what was previously opaque. The capabilities of the social networks envisioned by Zuckerberg have empowered millions of people in the Middle East to demand justice from their rulers, resulting in the Arab Spring and more responsive forms of government. While these individuals may seem distant from us, we aren't actually so far removed from people who think different. In our own community, many of us are familiar with the story of Alexandra Scott, a young girl who was diagnosed with neuroblastoma shortly before her first birthday. Through intuition and sheer force of will, she brought us closer to a cure for childhood cancer after she recognized something as simple as a lemonade stand could help make it happen. During Alex's short life, her idea matured into Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation, which has used the concept of fighting childhood cancer one cup at a time to raise over $50 million. Alexandra Scott thought different. So what do all these examples teach us? Well, they demonstrate that the world as we know it is dynamic, but it doesn't change spontaneously. Change requires a catalyst. Since innovation disrupts the status quo, unorthodox ideas like relativity in a world bound by classical mechanics, racial equality in a world stained by segregation, and cubism in a world constricted by impressionism often meet with great resistance, making the task of the innovator more challenging. But The late Steve Jobs would tell us to, quote, "Shake off this erroneous notion that life is there and you're just going to live in it." Rather, he would have us embrace it, change it, improve it, and make our mark upon it. Each of us has a distinctive inner voice, born of experience and talent, capable of transforming the world in a unique way. Just where will each of us make our mark? Back in 1962, exactly 50 years ago, John F. Kennedy urged our parents and grandparents to go to the moon using a giant rocket not yet built, made of metal alloys not yet invented, that could withstand heat and pressure many times greater than had ever been experienced. Undaunted by the challenge, they dared to imagine, to innovate, to persevere, and to succeed. Now, it's our turn. Who among us will become geoengineers and cool down our warming planet? Who among us will create new genres of film, music, or art that will keep us entertained? Who among us will reinvent our government's fiscal policies and solve the debt crisis? Who among us will develop novel gene therapies to treat Alzheimer's disease? Who among us will design the next must-have device that will fill a void we didn't even know existed? Who among us will pioneer new techniques of sustainable agriculture to feed our ever-growing population? Who among us will think different? Thank you, and best of luck to the class of 2012.
Gives me great pleasure now to introduce Dr. Christopher